Are you a beginner in the ATM business? You got questions? We got answers. Stay to the end of the video and I'm going to give you some tips and tricks to the questions you're dying to know. Question number 1, how do I make money in the ATM business? Here's how the ATM business works. You buy an ATM, you place an ATM in a business, you do a revenue share, usually with the business owner. It's not required to do a revenue share. Sometimes it's mandatory. Just depends on the business. Now, every surcharge, we call it a surcharge. That's that convenience fee that people pay to get their own money out of their bank account. That's called a surcharge. We make money in the ATM business from that surcharge. So, an example, let's do $4 now. I used to do $3, but you know what? Inflation. Now, let's just say this example. We charge $4 for a surcharge. We give the location 50 cents. That means we make $3.50 positive cash flow per transaction. Each and every transaction that somebody takes money out, we make money on that transaction. That money, you can choose to either get that money the next day in your bank account or at the end of the month. So if you do 100 transactions, you're making $3.50. That's $350 per ATM per month that you are making. Again, you can get that money on a per transaction basis every transaction the next business day, or you can wait to the end of the month and get your money at the end of the month. The bulk cash money, that's the money that people are taking out. It's like a little business loan. You will get that money back the next business day into your account at the end of the week or whenever you choose. You can take that money out of your account, put it back in an ATM, rinse and repeat, do it time and time and time again. Now, we call that passive income. Some people say, no, I still got to work for my money. Yes, but once you place your ATM, you're going to continually making money. So that's where the passive income comes. But either way, it's residual income, and residual income, making money while you sleep, is better than working for the money. So keep that in mind. It's my philosophy. If you can figure out a business how to make money while you sleep, that is the business for you. Point number 2, what does it all cost to do this? I like what you said, Phil. What does it all cost? All right, cost of an ATM, you're looking at somewhere between $2,500 and $3,000. That usually includes shipping and a wireless device. So figure out about $3,000. You're gonna need another $2,000 to $3,000 to put into the ATM. That $3,000 is gonna be an asset of the business, but it's keep on revolving. And of course, there's things like you're gonna need coaching, or you're gonna need mentorship, or you're gonna need somebody to help you facilitate all that. Sometimes you can get that for free, other times you have to pay. So you're probably all in somewhere between, if anywhere between $6,000 and $7,000 for the whole business to do one ATM. And then you rinse and repeat that process. Grow the business slow and steady. And nobody cares. Remember this. There's guys in the chat groups, there's guys online. Oh, they want to puff out their chest. Boop, puff their chest out. And they would say, I got 15 ATMs, I got 10 ATMs. Who cares? We don't care how many ATMs you got. What we care about is, are you making money? It doesn't correlate. I got this many ATMs, so I'm not making money. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how many you got, it's about the dollars you're putting in your pocket. So really focus on that and don't worry about it. And then you know what? If you feel, hey, you know, I gotta say, just add a 0. You got 1, now you got 10. You got 10, now you got 100. Who cares? Nobody cares. Just make sure you think about it's about making money. That's what you care about. So if you're thinking about starting your own ATM business but didn't know where to start, I want to invite you to our free checklist entitled ATM Business Passive Income Checklist. 5 things you need to know to start your profitable ATM business so you can have a clear roadmap towards ATM business success. You can earn between $250 and $1,500 of passive income every single month. All right, let's get back to the video. Point number 3, how do I manage the cash flow? I like what you're saying. I watched some of your videos. I'm excited about the process, but how do I manage the cash? All right, so what we do is we put the money in the ATM business, and through our ATM portal, it'll forecast the amount of days you need before you have to fill up your ATM. Now, keep in mind, it'll kind of swing from day to day or month to month. It'll give you the best of its ability when you got to fill the ATM. What you want to do is you either through us, if you're doing business with us or somebody else, they can help tell you, hey, it's going to take about this many days before you have to fill your ATM up again. And once you get in that pattern, I always say don't be too pattern-like. That means don't fill it at the same time, same date, same location all the time. You got to mix and match. Maybe you push it 2 days one way, 2 days another, just so you're not a target. Keep in mind, we do have cash. Don't want to get in trouble. That means rob. We don't want to get robbed. Don't want to create a pattern, but you want to create some kind of cycle so you can manage it a little bit better. And when you do that, it makes your life a lot easier to manage this business. It's a very easy business to manage once you get into it, but that is how you manage your cash. You want to just forecast, hey, is it every 5 days? Is it every 7 days? Is it 10 days? Is it 2 weeks? Now, when you're a little bit of a seasoned veteran, the less you have to go to the location, the more money you can make, because time is money. You want to minimize your time that you're filling ATMs. Point number 4, is there a way to manage this whole business remotely? Absolutely. We have an ATM portal. You can see in real time how much money is in your ATM. We send alerts if your ATM goes offline, if your paper is empty, if the dispenser has a jam in it. You can manage this whole thing remotely. You can also reboot your ATM if you choose to do so. You can reboot it remotely. You can minimize a lot of your service costs. In the beginning, a lot of people are trying to save money. They don't buy rebooters, they don't buy proper product, but when you get into the business, you'll realize, you know what? My time is worth a little bit more than running out to a location to unplug the ATM and reboot it. So you buy the rebooter, but you can manage pretty much the whole thing. You will have to go on a service call from time to time. This is going to happen. You will get a stuck bill, but again, if you have the proper tools, you can really minimize any and all service calls that you're going to have to just a slight. If the bill gets ripped, then you know what, you'll probably have to go out. And point number 5, what are some of the common challenges that you're going to have in the ATM business? Well, one of the big challenges you're going to have is you're going to have that bills are going to get stuck from time to time in the dispenser, and some bills will rip. When you're in the ATM business, you kind of look at your bills. Is it a worn out bill? Maybe you don't put that in the ATM. Kind of look at your bills and make sure that those bills are good quality bills. That's one of the things you do. Always wipe down the ATM. Make sure from time to time you clean your sensors to avoid any and all challenges. Dirty sensor means that ATM will probably go down from time to time. You don't want to have those. So you want to take some time, maybe every 6 months, clean all your sensors. There's a sensor test on the ATM. You can clean each one and it'll tell you where to go. Other thing you want to do is you want to upgrade your software. Every 6 months, January, June, July, or that's for us. Those are slow months, is usually January and June or July. So you want to take those months, but depending on where you are in the country, you're going to figure out, hey, these are my slow months and those are the months. Go around, clean all your ATMs, take that extra bit of time, clean your sensors, clean the dispensers. I've been in so many ATMs that, you know what, I see guys are just throwing extra wrappers, rubber bands in the bottom, mice get in the bottom of the ATM because they don't plug the holes. There's all kinds of challenges. You want to avoid all those because those are all service calls. And last but not least, you're with the banks now. From time to time, banks are going to sell. They're going to take over the bank that you're going to do, and they might not want your business. So there is a challenge in the ATM business. That banking is a challenge. So you want to avoid some of the big banks, Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, phenomenal banks, but they're not pro for the ATM business. You want to stay to the local mom and pop banks, the local banks, the savings and loan banking trust. Those are the banks you want to stay with, and you want to always have a backup bank just in case your bank shuts you down. You can move quickly over to another bank. So if you're thinking about starting your own profitable ATM business, I want to invite you to our checklist entitled ATM Business Passive Income Checklist. 5 things you need to know to start your profitable ATM business so you can start making passive income, make more money, and spend more time with your family. If this sounds interesting to you, click the link down below and start your ATM journey today. Again, this is Phil from the ATM Mastermind Group page, where we buy your freedom back one transaction at a time. Thank you guys for making us #1 on YouTube. Please like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you at the next ATM Mastermind video.